He came here 30 years ago, and his first job out of college was with the Rouse Company, working on Columbia. And in today's world, and really at any time, 30 years of commitment to an organization, and in the case of Columbia, to a vision, is something that's commendable. And I'd like to acknowledge Bob, thank him for his service, and I have something here, a very small token of our appreciation, and there will be more to come, I'm told, but I'm hoping everybody can give Bob a well-deserved round of applause. I might briefly review what we're doing tonight. This is a second of our public meetings, and these meetings were really designed to introduce the community to a team of consultants whom we believe represent some of the best minds in the world in their various fields. The first of these meetings was with Alan Ward of Sasaki and Associates, who spoke about what he has been doing in recent times, particularly with his work for the Beijing Olympics. And tonight we take a different turn away from traditional planning and deal with a topic that might be unique to a place like Columbia, and that is that of culture. We have with us Gail Dexter Lord, and Gail's experience, we believe, is among the best in the world at looking at a community, helping the community define its culture, and help a community understand what is needed to sustain that which makes it unique and that which defines it. And in places like Columbia, look for opportunities where we can not only sustain those elements that are worth sustaining, that define us, but actually help them to grow and blossom and mature and help guide our future direction. I would like to also make clear that there will be 2 more of these meetings with our experts. And again, they're designed to introduce the community to our team. There will be a brief question and answer period following the presentation, but this by no means represents the entire exposure that we are going to make our consultants available to the community. We will be presenting on April 28th the vision that we believe is the community's vision, is begun in the charrette, as further identified in the county framework, and then as defined and interpreted by this team that you're meeting. Following our presentation on the 28th, we're going to have a series of meetings for 7 to 10 to 14 days with various parts of our team dealing with specific topics raised in their presentation. So we very well may have Gail back if it's clear that that is an issue that requires more explanation and more discussion. We will be dealing with environmental issues, issues of diversity, housing, issues relating clearly to the design, and traffic, transportation, transit. We want to make sure that each of these topics is dealt with a level of scrutiny and sincerity and study that each of these topics deserves. So those will take place for a couple of weeks. Following that, we hope we will be in a position to have kind of a summary of what has transpired, and then be in a position to present an application to the county. The county then will have its own processes, beginning with the Planning Commission and the board, who will then also invite community support and involvement. So the conversation continues tonight, I thank you for coming and being here. I would like to acknowledge as well at least one elected representative that I've seen, and if there are others, I apologize, but Councilwoman Sigety, I believe, is here. Thank you for coming in the back. And are there any other elected representatives here tonight? If they may not be admitting it, but in any event, thanks to all of you for coming. And without further delay, I would like to introduce Gail Dexter Lord, and I would like to just say by way of anecdotal observation of Ms. Lord and her organization from Toronto, they came here and spent a week, and I asked them at the end of the week when I met with them if they had met this person and this group and that group. The answer to all of these questions was yes, and I thought they did more in a week than I knew was possible, and certainly than I could have done in a month. So I commend them for that, and I think that we will find her observations about her business culture and what she has been asked to do for Columbia hopefully very enlightening. Ladies and gentlemen, Gail Dexter Lord, thank you.
Greg, thanks very much for that introduction. I'm wondering which mic is actually on. This is fine. It's all working. If you can't hear me, let me know. What's more likely, because that's technology, is that I'll speak too fast. If I do that, let me know. Just slow down. Just go like that. And if I'm not speaking fast enough, you can go like that. What I'd like to do tonight, and what I've been asked to do, and what I enjoy doing in any case, is to tell you a little bit about our firm. My colleague, who's actually our project manager on this project, Lindsay Martin, is in the front row. And if there are any people that we missed in that very hectic opening series of interviews, or maybe we phoned you and you weren't in and we left a message, then please contact Lindsay, at the end, give her your card or jot your name and details down, and we'll follow up on that, because our goal is to speak to people who want to be spoken to in this process.